What's going on, everyone? Thanks for tuning in to the next episode of Three Peaks Fitness Podcast. I'm Coach Mark.
And Coach Lynette.
Today we're talking about lower body as part number 4 in our 7-part series of strategies to thrive at a desk job.
Yes.
Lower body mobility.
So yeah.
What happens when I'm working a desk job with my lower body?
This is what's happening. Well, look at us right now. We're seated on these boxes and our knees are at about 90 degrees, which is totally fine. This isn't about any one position being bad. It's about how long, it's the dosage. So if we were to sit like this for 8 hours, that would not be a good thing. So your knees are going to get stuck. You're not going to be able to pull them, right? You want to be able to have full range of motion on the knees, on the ankles, on the hips. What ends up happening over the time is people start getting weird stuff like plantar fasciitis, and they say they have bad knees, but they're really just weak. And tight hips where you can't really squat down and pick something off the ground. They end up using their back instead of squatting.
Yep.
Then you end up getting a back injury because you can't move properly. So we want to take your hips, your knees, and your ankles through a full range of motion several times a week to keep that motion away. If you're not taking yourself through a full range of motion every week, your body's going to think you don't need that range of motion anymore. It's going to start tightening up.
Yeah.
And so you need to be doing the deepest squats that you can safely do. The lunges, anyone over 50, lunges are non-negotiable. You need to do lunges because that is super helpful for your hips. So you need to do lunges and squats and start in that pain-free motion, and you'll get stronger and you can go deeper and wider and longer on your squats and lunges. So I highly recommend those. And for the ankles and the feet, do a lot of calf raises and downward dog kind of stretches and really start challenging the range of motion on your ankles and try to go barefoot as much as you can because you want to get the bottoms of your feet to be limbered up.
Yeah.
If you're wearing shoes or sitting at a desk a lot, the bottoms of your feet are getting really sleepy and kind of tight. So we want to make them strong and limber.
Yeah.
So you have to keep them limbered up by stretching and moving the feet.
Yeah.
And if you're at the office and you're able to, take your shoes off for a few minutes and wriggle them about. Bruce Willis, run the toes through the carpet kind of thing. And if you're at home, then you don't even have to wear shoes. So you have an advantage there. You can do some calf raises while you're running around. So, but don't neglect your feet. Yeah, you can avoid a lot of injuries. So think about range of motion, feet, and strengthening the hips and the knees.
Yeah, gluteal amnesia. It's a real thing.
Oh, yeah, the glutes are going to go to sleep.
Yeah.
I like the analogy someone came in here and gave us once. Like if you sit here and push on your thumb really hard for a few seconds and then you take that away, it kind of turns white because the blood gets pushed out of there. And then over time, the nerves are going to go to sleep because they're not going to register that you're pressing on your thumb anymore.
Yeah.
Kind of like when you wear a ring for a long time, you stop feeling the ring. Yeah. So your nerves stop sending brain signals to your brain.
Yeah.
Same thing's happening to your glutes when you sit for hours and hours and hours. The nerves stop talking to your brain. So you need to wake that up by standing up and squeezing the glutes and reestablishing that connection between your brain and your glutes. Those are really important muscles. I know it's funny to talk about it, but it's really important.
Yeah, but having strong glutes, having active glutes is going to be one of the best things for preventing a lot of issues, but especially things like lower back pain and stuff like that.
Yeah, your glutes have a lot of important work to do as far as walking and picking things up and moving. So keep waking those glutes up. Yeah,
wake the glutes up, guys. All right, hopefully this was helpful. Lower body mobility, some actionable actions you can take.
Actual actions
to
take action on
if you're living that sedentary life. Hopefully this was helpful, guys. We'll talk to you next time.
All right, cool.